اعوذ بالله من الشیطان الرجیم بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم و ایوب اذ نادى ربه انی مسنی الضر و انت ارحم الراحمین فاستجبنا له فکشفنا ما به من ضر و آتیناه اهله و مثلهم معهم رحمة من عندنا و ذکری للعابدین. صدق الله العلی العظیم. In previous class, I discussed Michaelis-Menten and Lineweaver Burk plots and equations. Today, I'm going to explain some mathematical aspects of Lineweaver Burk plot, focusing on calculation of Vmax, Km, and Vmax divided by two values. Suppose you want to find Vmax divided by 2 points on Lineweaver Burk plot. How can you find Vmax divided by 2 points on Lineweaver Burk plot? How can you calculate Vmax divided by 2 value from Lineweaver Burk equation? From Michaelis-Menten plot, the respective x value of Vmax divided by 2 points is Km. What is the corresponding value of Km on x or horizontal axis of Lineweaver Burk plot? As I explained in previous class, Lineweaver Burk plot and equation are inverse of those of Michaelis-Menten. So the value of Km should be inversed to 1 divided by Km. What is the position of 1 divided by Km value on x or horizontal axis of this plot? Please pay attention to this value, negative value of 1 divided by Km. So the positive value of 1 divided by Km is in equal distance from origin of coordinates, but in positive direction, namely here. This distance is equal to this distance, but in positive direction. Then find the respective point on Lineweaver Burk line, and then find respective point on y or vertical axis. What is the corresponding value of Vmax divided by 2 on y or vertical axis of Lineweaver Burk plot? Again, as I said previously, the data points of Michaelis-Menten plot should be inversed, and so Vmax divided by 2 value should be inversed to 2 divided by Vmax. From this value and these values, you can simply and easily calculate Vmax divided by 2, Vmax and Km values. You can also calculate Vmax divided by 2 value from Lineweaver Burk equation. Firstly, you should replace 1 divided by substrate by 1 divided by Km, namely respective x value of Vmax divided by 2. Here, the Km in denominator and numerator are cancelled. The result is 1 divided by Vmax. 1 divided by Vmax plus 1 divided by Vmax is equal to 2 divided by Vmax, as you see here. Another important thing about these two plots is that the data points in this region of this plot appear in this region of this plot, and data points in this region of this plot appear in this region of this plot. Question: what is the corresponding data points of this region of this plot on Michaelis-Menten plot? والسلام على من اتبع الهدى.